How does fast fashion contribute to consumerism? Have you ever wondered why we buy so many clothes, often just to wear them once? Fast fashion plays a big role in this cycle of overconsumption. It encourages us to buy more than we need by producing large amounts of cheap clothing quickly. This business model thrives on the idea that we should always have something new to wear, leading to a wear once mentality. When we think about fast fashion, we see a pattern of overproduction. Clothing is made in bulk, often with low-quality materials. This results in garments that do not last long, which means we toss them aside quickly. The cycle continues as we buy more, creating massive waste. From a socialist viewpoint, this phenomenon highlights how capitalism drives consumerism. The focus is on making profits rather than meeting real human needs. Companies invest heavily in advertising to create trends, making us feel like we need to keep up. This can lead to what Karl Marx described as commodity fetishism. In this context, products become objects of desire, hiding the exploitation of workers and environmental damage behind their production. Fast fashion also relies on cheap labor, often in countries with poor working conditions. This allows companies to keep costs low and profits high. Meanwhile, consumers in wealthier nations accumulate clothing at an alarming rate. In fact, people own about 60% more clothing than they did 15 years ago, yet these items have shorter lifespans. The environmental impact is staggering. Fast fashion is responsible for a significant share of global carbon emissions, even more than international flights and maritime shipping combined. The industry's demand for endless growth is irrational, especially when clothing needs are finite. Yet, the capitalist drive for constant expansion fuels this unsustainable pattern of production and consumption. Fast fashion contributes to consumerism by encouraging mass production and rapid turnover of clothing. It creates artificial demand through marketing and trend cycles. It exploits labor in poorer countries to cut costs and boost profits. It generates vast environmental damage through waste and emissions. Lastly, it perpetuates a consumer culture that values quantity and novelty over quality and sustainability. To address these issues, a shift away from profit-driven production is necessary. Instead, we should focus on meeting actual human needs. This change could help reduce the cycle of endless consumption that harms both people and the planet.